Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, King Alexander. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Please also share it with your friends. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts and opinions on today's topics. So I wanted to come on here today and share my thoughts and opinions on three different topics. One topic being YouTube's misinformation policy on the COVID-19. Another topic is going to be boosting your immune health or immunity. And another one is going to be on political news conservative commentator Dan Bongino. What's his name? Dan B is what we're going to call him moving forward. Now, before we actually get into the video, because the two out of the three topics all three have something to do with what's going on recently in the world or during the current pandemic. I am not advertising or suggesting that you do anything unless your doctor is providing this information to you. I am not a medical expert in any shape, way, or form, and I am not promoting anyone's opinions or policies. I'm just sharing my own ideas or thoughts on a certain subjects, on the three different stories that I have read or subjects that we're going to be talking about today. So with all that being said, let's get right on into the topics, okay? So the first topic that we're going to talk about is Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino is a conservative news commentator on Fox. Now, Dan has been a outspoken conservative, like a lot of those news hosts are, against the Democratic Party or Democrats and their policies on Fox, the Fox News channels, okay? So, whatever, that's his thoughts, his opinions. You can have your own thoughts and opinions. You may have your own thoughts and opinions on Fox News Network, conservative, Republican, Democrats, whatever you want to call them. So, Dan B had two YouTube channels. That's right, two. He had a main one and a backup channel. Both of those channels have been banned indefinitely, or what they like to call deplatformed him, because he violated YouTube's misinformation policy. Now, what I was researching was to find out what exactly is the YouTube misinformation policy regarding COVID-19. I researched this to figure out or have a better understanding of what it is that you can and cannot say, or what's qualified as misinformation in regards to this on this particular platform. So, from what I understand, he was banned on one channel and then got on the other channel while he was in suspension and said something. So, like I said, Dan Bongino has been banned, removed, deplatformed from YouTube. Now, YouTube has said that the reason why he was banned or deplatformed is because he spread misinformation regarding COVID-19. So I asked, well, what was the misinformation, or what is the policy on COVID-19 misinformation on YouTube's platform? And I also wanted to know what it was that actually got him banned. So the story that I found out is from Yahoo News, or it was posted on Yahoo News, but it's actually, I think, a New York Times article. So I'm going to read a little bit of the article to you. I have it here next to me, so just bear with me while I try to pull that up here. Alrighty, here we go. So the article reads, YouTube banned Fox News host Dan Bongino forever deplatforming one of the internet's most popular conservative commentators. Okay, so the popular video service run by Google, which is YouTube, said Bongino tried to circumvent a 1-week ban for spreading COVID-19 misinformation. He had two channels. He posted on one channel while the YouTube strike, ban, suspension was in place. So what they decided to do, YouTube, was decide to give him a permanent ban or permanent suspension from their platform. They commented and they said, "We have determined that Dan B's channel circumvented our terms of service by posting a video while there was an active strike and suspension associated with the account. Now, if anyone is familiar with the YouTube strike policies, I guess this is a bad thing. My channel is still kind of new, so hopefully, I'll learn a little bit or I won't have to experience that. YouTube said in a statement to USA Today, when a channel receives a strike, it is against our terms of service to post content or use another channel to circumvent the suspension. Oh, facts. So basically they're saying that he tried to, go on another platform to talk about another subject while he was already striked, or the video or the channel was already in suspension being reviewed. It says both YouTube channels have been taken down. YouTube said that Dan B would not be allowed to create any new channels or use any other channels in the future. Period. But Gino posted a video earlier this week announcing he planned to leave YouTube and post all of his videos on Rumble, in which he is an investor. What is Rumble? He alleges that mainstream social media platforms are biased against right-wing politicians and personalities, from former President Donald Trump to Bongino, and are pushing alternative services. Okay? They're saying that there's going to be blowback against YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter after suspending Donald Trump's platform or his accounts, which, like I said before, if you don't want to follow their guidelines, their policies, however, if you agree or disagree, go create your own. And my understanding wasn't Donald Trump supposed to be creating his own type of social media website? So why Dan B is on here complaining about, him being mistreated or being targeted because of his conservative right-wing views? Go over there. Go join your pro-Trump, allies in creating your own website, your own platform where you can say and do whatever you want. I don't see where that's so hard or so difficult. By the way, do y'all see my Dragon Ball Z t-shirt? Look, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I'm an anime fan. Oops, there we go. So anyway, that's enough about him. I want to move on to our next topic. So like I said, then our next other two topics are related to this topic in regards to what's going on in the world, either politically, socially, or in the healthcare service area. Now, again, I'm not a doctor and I'm not promoting one policy over the other. Always go and just research your own facts or ideas and opinions to form your own ideas on a specific topic, okay? So YouTube's misinformation policy regarding COVID-19 in particular, it says that if you post content that encourages the use of home remedies, prayer, or rituals in place of medical treatment, such as consulting a doctor or going to the hospital, content that claims or guarantees a cure for COVID-19, content that recommends use of hydrochloroquine, I know I'm saying that wrong, for treatment of COVID-19, hydrochloroquine is an effective treatment. So if you say that that particular drug is an effective treatment for COVID-19, your video will get taken down, will get striked. Okay. It also says, that's just a little bit, it also talks about they do not allow the spread of medical misinformation that contradicts health authorities. So local health authorities, they call it LHA, or the WHO, which is World Health Organization's medical information. Okay, so I did want to quickly commentate on that, because if you know, you know. So what that means is that the local health authorities, or LHA and WHO, which is the World Health Organizations, have only been pushing you getting the cocoa or the jabs. The jabs. So, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But like I said, if you know, you know. So, My question in regards to this policy is, isn't this policy discriminatory towards people of a religious faith who say that God cures all, God can take care of all, regardless if you are sick or unhealthy? Prayer solves all. Like, people who believe those kind of things. So if I say those kind of things or post a video that all you need to do is pray, they're gonna take down the video. So doesn't that discriminate against my religious point of views or ideas? But again, I don't know, because I guess you can go to your own platform. It also says you can't use any rituals, which I don't know anybody who's using rituals, but I guess they're talking about witchcraft. Or for all you demonic people who get into that kind of stuff, leave that over there. What else are they talking about? They said you can't talk about treatment, prevention, diagnosis, transmission. Um, you can't talk about social distancing or self-isolation guidelines. And you can't really, they're talking about, I guess they're saying the existence of COVID-19 altogether. Now, you can go check this out. This is on their platform. This is on YouTube's platform, like I said. Okay, so YouTube's policy on misinformation also claims that you cannot post videos that say that getting a vaccine in regards to COVID-19 will alter a person's genetic makeup. You can also not say that getting the vaccine will reduce your risk of contracting COVID-19. So, okay, so even if you're a medical expert or a doctor, they're saying you cannot talk about these kind of things on their particular policy. They also say that you cannot talk about the, what does it say? Let me look at it. I'm looking for, there is a policy on the government. You cannot talk about the government. Let's see here. To receive them, no. Okay, so it says that claims that a specific population will be required by an entity except for a government. So if the government says that a particular population of people have to get the vaccine or the jab or the cocoa, you to take part in vaccine trials or receive the vaccine first. So claims that a specific population will be required by an entity except for a government. So if the government says that a specific population will be required to get the vaccines, then you can talk about that. So we already know that particular population in certain states are requiring the cocoa vaccine to be able to go into certain places, even school-age children, or recently be able to go to work. So you can talk about those things and not get taken down. You just can't talk about all the other things that I listed in the book that I recently was reading, and it talks about immunity health. So remember I told you that it's a little bit related, but it's not a big picture, just a small tiny picture. So the book that I've been recently reading is written by two doctors, and it was published by a particular or famous known publisher. If you've ever heard of the brand for dummies, they say Windows Explorers for dummies or Spades for dummies, or what is that, Apple, iPhone, or what is that? What is it? Is it iPhone 15? I can't remember the specific name that they called it. But anyway, there are how-to books, basically. They have it on all kinds of topics. They have it on electronics. They have it on health. But the one in particular that I was going to talk about was Boost Immune. Now, this book is written by two doctors, and this book, again, does not encourage one policy over the other, and it's not an endorsement of the book, or my commentators are not an endorsement of the book. They are strictly for information purposes or entertainment. How about I say that? They're for entertainment purposes only. So I encourage you to go and read the book if you want to be entertained or just get some information that you may find interesting. Written by two doctors. They both practice holistic medicine, and one is actually a surgeon. It's written by two females, and